What's up, YouTube? Tony coming back at you with another episode of the Mississippi Pickers. So welcome back to the blog. Today is going to be a pretty short episode. Man, my hair is a little wonky today. I just got out of the shower a little while ago, and I know it's getting a little long, but what are you going to do? It's a pandemic, right? And I need to shave. Yeah, I mean, who's gonna see me? Oh yeah, you guys are gonna see me. Yeah, I got a little facial hair going there, and I got a little wonkiness going on with my hair. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, today I want to talk to you about jeans, and specifically measuring jeans. So I got a pair of Joe's jeans here. I don't know if you've ever heard of Joe's jeans, but I have never successfully sold a pair of Joe's jeans. But there was something about these that I wanted to show you guys, that if you didn't know, first of all, you see how the pockets on the back are all just incredibly, they're made this way. See, I can stick my hand in there. You can't see my hand. They're just made that way. And there's a little bit of that on the front. These are called, my camera's a little low. These are called these are called distressed. If they had holes that went through on the front, those would be called destroyed. That's the difference. If there's an actual hole there, then it's destroyed. If it's just like this, if it's just like a pretend hole, I guess that's what we call it, a pretend hole. I'm not sure, but anyway, if you just got the little lines, that kind of go up and down, but they don't really go through, then that's called distressed. But if the hole goes all the way through, even if they're made that way, then that's called destroyed. So you want to make sure you put that in your title, if it's destroyed or distressed, if you have one of those, because people actually look for that stuff. The other thing is the bottoms. Do you see how these are just like unfinished? They look like I had to get down here with the camera. They're made that way. I mean, as funny as that sounds, they're made that way. Well, if you're young enough, maybe not that, and even if you're older and you know about this stuff, I don't, but that's called a raw hem. So that's another keyword for you, a raw hem, H-E-M. And I didn't know it. I found out probably less than a year ago that raw hems are a thing. So the other thing I wanted to share with you guys is how I measure a pair of jeans, because I've never had a pair of jeans returned for measurement. And I see a lot of people on YouTube who measure jeans, but in my opinion, none of them do it correctly. I mean, if they were, they wouldn't be getting returns, right? For fit. I have not had one return for fit in all the years I've been set on eBay, not one. And it's all because I measure my jeans correctly. Now, I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see what I'm doing over here, but I'll explain it as I go. Okay, well, after I after this video went to editing, I realized y'all couldn't see the measurement I was taking across the waist, so I've turned them sideways here just so you can see exactly what I was seeing. So you're measuring from the inside to the edge right here. You can measure on the outside too if you want to. I mean, it's just as good. Just hold it down right there. And if you go across, and I'm going to just see where my thumb is, I'm going to pull that up to the camera so you can see what I'm seeing. See, that's 13 and a half. 13 and a half right there. So if you double that, that's 27. So that's what the waist size is. And if you pull it up, like most of these videos are telling you to do, and you measure it all the way across, you actually wind, if you go on the outside, you wind up with almost a 29 waist. I mean, I would call it a 28, but to me, it's like right here, right where my thumb is there, right where my thumbnail is. So almost a 29 waist if you pull it up. So you can see you're getting way off. You need to let that rise fall down where it's supposed to be. Let that rise fall where it naturally falls. I usually just kind of slam them down like that and see where the rise falls to. It'll naturally fall where it's supposed to fall. And you can see right there where my thumbnail is, it is a 27 waist. So I just want to throw that in there because I was obviously in the way. So, all right, I'm gonna be kind of in the way here, but all right, guys, don't give me a hard time about the pink. Okay, this is my wife's. All right, so, and it's all I had right here. So, I mean, I've got this, which I usually use, but I think this will just be easier for the video. So, anyway, when you're measuring a pair of jeans, let the rise fall. A lot of people will tell you to bring the rise all the way up. That's not correct, and you will get a false measurement that way. That's a 27. And let's see what size this says they are. But this actually shows size 26. Now, if you went by what some of these old so-called experts are telling you, and you pulled everything all the way up like that, and you go side to side, you're coming out with a 28. Let me move my hand so you can see that, but right here, I'm gonna just hold that. You see my finger, it's on 14. That's a 28 waist. So I mean, that's incorrect. Now, what you want to do, really, this where all of the seams meet right here at the crotch, that's supposed to be at the bottom, because that's where it's going to sit. And I mean, it's okay if it overlaps a little bit, but not that much. You want to let this natural rise fall where it's supposed to fall to, so that you can get the correct measurement. So when you measure across here now, I would say this is a 27, because I'm going to put my finger right here and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. You see where my thumb is? That's at 13 and a half, and you double that, that's a 27 waist. So that's the way that you get a proper waist measurement. Don't do it the way they're telling you to, where they're telling you to, pull everything up to the top and measure across, because you will not get a correct waist measurement that way. To get the rise, you want to put your tape measure right here where the all the seams meet, right here at the crotch. From there to the top of the front of the pants, and this one is going to be a 7.5. That's a 7.5. That's going to be a low rise. There's a difference of opinion on what, you know, a low rise is compared to a mid rise, compared to a classic rise. The way I do it, anything that's 8 inches or less, I call a low rise. If it's anything over 8 inches to a 11 inch, then I call that a mid rise. And if it's 11 inches or more, 11, point something or over to 12 to 13, whatever, then that's a classic rise or a high rise. So that's that. Okay, and to get the inseam, you want to go from the very end of your pants at the very, at the end of the cuff there, and then follow the seam all the way to the crotch. And you can see this one's got a 33 inseam. That's where my thumb is right there, 33. So this one's going to be a 27 with a 7.5, a 27 waist with a 7.5 rise with a 33 inseam. So pretty simple, not overly complicated. But there's so many people on the internet that get this waist thing wrong, and that's something I just wanted to share with you guys. So added benefit for watching this channel, you're going to get this information, which you're not going to find anywhere else on the internet. Nobody else is going to tell you what I just told you. And yet, like I said, the thing is, I have never had one person return something because of fit. And the reason they don't return it is because I give them the correct measurements. If you pull that front end all the way up and you don't let that rise fall, you're going to get an incorrect measurement across the waist. So, I mean, look, you can do what you want to, but I'm just letting you know, if you do that, you're going to get an incorrect measurement. So let the rise fall where it naturally will fall to, and you'll get the right measurement. Now, there may be people out there that actually tell you that, but I haven't seen them yet. Every video that I've watched showing you how to measure the waist, they all pull that rise up, and that's wrong. You should not do that, because it's just going to give you an erroneous measurement, and you don't need that, because all they're going to do is wind up returning it because you told them it was one size across, and then it's not. They think whatever you tell them that waist measurement is should match up with whatever their waist size is. So if you're giving them an incorrect measurement across the waist, and they trying to measure that up with their own waist, then they're going to be buying something that they shouldn't be buying. If you tell them it's a 28, and it's really only a 27, that 1 inch makes a difference, trust me. Especially if you're dealing with all cotton. If it's got a little spandex in it, maybe you can stretch it, but I mean, who really wants to go around with a pair of pants that's too tight or too loose, for that matter? I just say get it right the first time. Take a little extra time on your measurements and make sure that what you're telling your customers on eBay is correct. And that's it. Short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. What you waiting for? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.